Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 39. I'm here on the morning of year 1, fall the 21st. I think we might have a new Queen of Sauce. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe. This week's dish is glazed yams. It's yam season, and what better way to enjoy these delightful tubers than by slathering them in a sticky, sweet glaze. You'll need a nice ripe yam and a whole bunch of sugar. Now here's how you do it. You'll learn how to cook glazed yams. And if I go to the recipes tab, I need 1 yam and 1 sugar. See what we got outside. We got some broccoli. We got some eggplants. Nothing else over here ready to harvest. And it looks like I've got a fairy rose honey. In the mushroom cave, I find 5 normal mushrooms and 1 chanterelle. And I just threw the 5 normals in the mushroom dryer. Over here on Oak Isle, it looks like a bunch of fairy rose are ready for harvest. Interesting. On the giant mushroom tree that has the tapper, I just got a purple mushroom. I did not know that you could get purple mushrooms out of the mushroom tree. I thought it was just red. Let's go see what the animals are up to. Give LaBeef a little milk here. And I got a medium-sized milk, also known as a small milk. Pet the chickens. I now have 3 mayo machines to accommodate the 3 eggs that I get every day. And all 3 of the chickens are now making large eggs, which is good. Over here in the barn, we've got some cheese. We've also got a grape jelly. Can I put a fairy rose in here? Nope. Why don't we throw an eggplant in there? And then over on Tree Isle, we have a grown-up maple tree. I've got too much stuff in my inventory. Go ahead and offload that inventory a little bit. I'm going to sell the Gold Star broccoli and the grape jelly and the moss and the fairy rose honey and the silver star eggplants. I forgot to put the milk in the cheese press, but I'm just going to sell the milk today. I need to go to the mines today. Grab some oak resin and some maple syrup. I'm going to sell off some of the oak resin because I have way more in stores than I would ever use. Fartomo needs a pet. And we're off to the mines. Found a giant hazelnut. Here's old Demetrius. Let's see if I can give Demetrius a gift. Haven't tried to give him cheese yet. Yo, Demetrius. Cheese coming at you. Well, he thinks my cheese is a very interesting specimen. And he likes it. He likes that cheese. So I need copper ore. So I'm just going to start on level 0, or level 1, if you will. This is also going to give me a chance to just rack up some mining experience, because... Actually, I'm not sure about this. I think you get the same XP from any rock that you break. But I'm not sure if you get more XP from the harder rocks, like the ones in level 80 plus that take 2 hits of my pickaxe. I don't know. I will definitely get a lot more stone in the upper parts of the mine, because it's just so much easier to break the rocks. The upper levels of the mine also have a lot of quartz and fiber, both of which are super useful resources. I haven't found any coal yet. You will occasionally get coal in the upper levels. Not finding the exit on this level. Where could it be? There it is. Interesting, that rock crab dropped 2 crabs. 2 for the price of 1. Got a bunch of copper ore over here. I just got an earth crystal by killing a dig dug. Basic retaining soil is completely useless, so I'm just going to throw it away. Finally got some coal. Jeez. Okay, I think that's enough of the upper levels. Let me see if I can get to level 110. Grab some fiber, kill a red slime. Much harder than the green slimes, that's for sure. Got a magma geode. Got a diamond. Eat a hazelnut for energy. That's interesting. The Shadow Demon dropped some metal bars, but I don't have the inventory space really to take the metal bars with me. I will make inventory space, however, for this purple mushroom. I think in order to do that, I'm gonna eat these crab cakes that I've been carrying around for a long time. Now I have a ton more energy. And it gives me a buff to my speed and defense for a really long time. 17 in-game minutes. That's like half of an in-game day. It's a pretty good bonus. Yeah, the power-ups that you get from food in Stardew Valley can be quite good. Quite good indeed. Okay. I want to pick up this topaz. I guess I'll toss out the slime. down. Level 108. Okay, the pink squid kid thing just dropped something. What could it be? Squid ink. Okay, so apparently Elliot loves squid ink. That's what Willie told me the other day. So if I can remember, I'll have to give old Elliot, the hipster poet, a thing of squid ink. I'm assuming because he's a writer that he likes ink. Still though, if I was a writer, I don't know if squid ink would be the kind of ink that I would really appreciate. Okay, I need to find the way down. My point of no return is like 12:45 or something like that. There's the way down. Can I quickly find the next way down? Probably not. This floor is pretty big. No. Time to go back. Not falling asleep. Oh, there's the way down! A chest. Space boots in iridium weave gives them a purple sheen. Okay. I gotta sacrifice something though. I guess the normal geodes are the things that I care about the least. Alright, back to the farmhouse. Yeah, I've got a little bit of time. Let's try selling the purple mushroom, one of the crabs, and I'll just keep everything else. Alright, off to bed. Fairy Rose Honey got me 952. Oak Resins got me 600 for 4. Crabs are 125 apiece. And I got about 3,000 gold from that day. Alright. I want to smelt some of this copper. I'll also put on the space boots. And put the fire boots in the adventure chest. There's a living off the land. Now listen up. Fish focus. Walleye. You can find this fish on rainy evenings during the fall and winter. It can be found in any freshwater location. Cool. I already did donate the walleye to the community center, so I'm not super concerned about having a walleye, but it's nice to know when I can catch walleyes. Okay, I got some copper bars. We'll go ahead and smelt 2 more of those bad boys. Got some broccoli ready to pick. Sell the pine tar and the silver star broccoli. We got a letter. It says, "Hey there. I had some extra wood lying around. I thought you might could use it. Take care." Signed, Robin. And I got 50 pieces of wood from Robin. Whoa, a bunch of trees growing up here on Tree Isle. 5 pine trees. And the leftover sap and stuff from yesterday. Give LaBeef a pet. I'm gonna thin this grass out a little bit more. Got 3 Gold Star mayonnaises. Put some more eggs in there. I got 2 beers. And I'll replace it with 2 hops. And I'll put this milk in the cheese press. Ooh, look at that. Over on Mahogany Isle, I have 16 pumpkins ready for picking. Pretty decent harvest. Grab a red mushroom from the mushroom tree. And I don't have anything over on Oak Island that's ready. I already pet Fartomo today? Yes, I did. Alright. I've got my 5 copper bars. I'm going to stash some of this stuff. Sell the Gold Star pumpkins. And then I'm going to head off to town. Let's head to town. Actually, I almost forgot. It's Monday. I need to get back in the habit of taking the farm screen cap. It's kind of funny, when you take the screen cap the file name is the exact date and time that you took the screen cap, and that clearly shows on the video. So if you want to go back and like spy on me, and you can see the exact date and time that I took the screen cap. I'm in the store here. I just talked to Marnie. She says, "I love animals, Mr. Ryan. If you treat yours well, I'm sure we'll become good friends." Well, actually, Marnie, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with me giving you random stuff. She's already gotten jelly and mayonnaise. Could try giving her dried mushrooms. How about a smoked fish? Maybe Marnie likes smoked fish. Here you go. She says, "Thank you." Now Pierre, I've given Pierre a lot of gifts, but what I haven't tried to give him yet is, I haven't tried to give him any jelly yet. That's interesting. Here's a jelly for Pierre. He likes jelly. Alright, so I'm going to buy 32 wheat seeds. They take 4 days, and I have 6 days left in fall, so wheat is going to be one of the few things that I can still plant. And I do want to plant my spring saplings here pretty soon. Might as well just get the 2 spring saplings. So the cherry sapling and the apricot sapling are the 2 spring fruit tree saplings. Yep. Cherry sapling and apricot sapling. Together they cost over $5,000. So fruit tree saplings are not cheap. And unlike with regular trees, where they drop seeds and whatnot, there's no way to multiply your supply of saplings by yourself. You have to buy them from Pierre. I need to go back to the farm, but first, I'm going to talk to Penny, who's kind of just sitting under a tree. She says, "Hi, are you doing okay?" Penny's kind of awkward, just a little bit. So I haven't given her any mayonnaise yet. Let's change that. Thank you, this looks special. I gave her a mayonnaise. She seemed to like it. And it raised her hearts from 1 to 2. Not too shabby. So the reason I smelted those 5 copper bars, you might have guessed, is I want to upgrade my hoe. Upgrade that hoe. That's going to allow me to hoe 3 squares at once instead of 1, which kind of sounds like it's not worth it really, but believe me, when you're trying to hoe out all this ground at the beginning of the season, you're going to be happy that you got that hoe. I do need to get to Clint before he closes at 2, so I'm a little bit on the clock there. And I'm just going to plant my wheat. The wheat is not so great for selling, but it is pretty great for making beer. And if you have a mill, which I do not have because it takes up space, and my farm is very cramped because it's a riverland farm. But if I were to have a mill, I could turn wheat into flour and then make bread and other things out of it. I don't know, maybe later on in the playthrough I'll find a place on the farm to put a mill. But for now it's pretty low priority. So while the hoe is being upgraded, I will not be able to... Obviously I won't be able to hoe anymore, but I won't be able to dig up artifacts, which is kind of a bummer a little bit. But it's the price you pay to upgrade your tools. So I've tried to give Clint mayonnaise and dried shrooms. Let's try giving him a beer. He's gotta like beer. He's gotta like beer. This is a fun gift, thanks. Copper hoe, here we go. And by the way, the next level for my pickaxe is gold pickaxe, and that's 5 gold bars and 10,000 gold. Okay. So now I'm missing a hoe. But that's okay. There's Dr. Harvey. What have I tried to give Harvey? Mushroom, mayonnaise, jelly, summer spangle, and dry mushroom. Could go for the cheese. Yo, Harvey, you like cheese? He says, are you sure this is healthy? Yes, cheese is healthy. Everything in moderation, but cheese is definitely a healthy food item on balance. He dislikes cheese? What? Who programmed this game? Barone, what are you doing? Alright. Looks like my crab pots have given me a bountiful harvest. Before I go check those, I'm just going to talk to Willie real quick and buy 2 pieces of bait. They cost 5 gold a piece. Pretty cheap. Head over to my crab pots, and looks like I got a shrimp and a clam. And I'll just rebait both of those crab pots. Might as well see what these bubbles are while I'm at it. Ooh, okay. The heck? A sea cucumber. A slippery, slimy creature found on the ocean floor. If I eat it, I get negative 35 energy. Just got a sardine. Just got a seaweed, and we'll do one more. Broken CD, nice. Alright, let's head back to base here. Base. I'm talking about my farm like it's Project Zomboid. It's Sam the Skater Boy. What if I tried to give Sam the Skater Boy? Pale ale and jelly. How about mayonnaise? Yo, Sam, try out this mayo. Oh, that's funny. I tried to give Sam the mayonnaise, and he responds with, "You really don't get it, huh?" That is really funny. So Sam and Sebastian both hate mayonnaise, which I guess it makes sense. Like, kids and young people maybe don't like mayonnaise, but I never had a problem with mayonnaise. Mayonnaise tastes great on basically any sandwich that you could ever think of putting it on. Okay. So I've been kind of thinking about where I want the fruit trees, and I'm gonna put the cherry and I'm gonna put my cherry and apricot fruit trees over here. Now the rules are there can't be any object in an 8x8 around the fruit tree. I'm 99% sure it's okay if the water is next to the fruit tree. I don't think that matters. And I think it's okay if this like grassy terrain here is next to the fruit tree. So this spot right here should be fine. Let's just double check. The 3 spots to the top of it are water. And then to the left we have open space, to the bottom open space, and to the right open space. So I'll plant my cherry tree right there. It can't be planted there. Okay. Interesting. I guess there are certain locations where you can't plant the cherry tree. Maybe that's the game, like, giving me a friendly reminder. For my apricot tree, I'm going to put it right here. And it looks like there has to be 2 spaces in between. I thought it was only 1 space in between. I thought that the fruit tree saplings could share an empty space in between them, thus meaning that 1 empty square between them would be valid, but apparently that is not true. In any case, I need to make sure that there are no weeds or bushes or rocks or anything that crop up near these little saplings here. I believe if something is put in their zone of isolation, then they stop growing. They don't die or anything; they just stop growing. So if we want cherries and apricots by the beginning of spring, they need 28 days from today to be fully grown. I think the last thing I'm going to do today is some chopping. The shrimp and the clam I'm going to put in the crab pot bundle in the community center. So I'll just keep those in my inventory for now. Get this chopping done. plant the seeds back. Sustainable forestry and all that. And I think that's going to do it for today. Anything I want to sell? Not really. Throw the sap in the treasure chest here. Oh, I do want to sell the blackberry and the sea cucumber. And the sardine. And I got 121 wood. Alright. That's actually going to do it. Ooh, what's that? Melon wine? Okay. Let's throw another melon in. Sell that melon wine. Alright. Off to bed. Did pretty good, almost got 5,000. My 6 gold star pumpkins got me over 3 grand. Pretty decent. The melon wine got me 1,000. And I sold 3 pine tars for 300. And I guess the sea cucumber was worth 116. Waking up on the morning of year 1, fall the 23rd. That's going to wrap it up. Peace.